Hi, I'm Mary Joan Cunningham. I'm so glad that you're here with me for Meditations with Mary. And today we're covering breathing basics. I will say, and I have said this in every workshop I have taught, to every meditator I have taught, and I've taught for over 10 years, this is what it all comes down to, is breathing. This is the easiest, fastest, simplest way to get into a meditative state very quickly. So, what we're going to do today is just go over the basics of breathing. It sounds simple, but because breathing is automatic, we take it for granted. And we may notice it when we are stressed. We may notice it when we are holding it in anticipation, or if we're doing a hard workout. So, breathing can inform a lot of things. And sometimes our breathing becomes faster as we experience anxiety. And that is something I want to call out, that if you are sensitive to breathing changes that could lead you to a more anxious state, you can always step away. You can always adjust. And anyone should adjust as they need as we go through, because we all have a different capacity in our lungs. What feels comfortable for some people is not for others. So, this is your judgment free zone. This is just a space for us to talk about breathing, the importance of it, and to start to explore different breathing techniques that can be the way you get into a meditation easily. So, with that, let's take a deep breath. Breathing in deeply, breathing out. You don't have to count, you don't have to feel full, just breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in through your nose, breathe out through your mouth. You can put your hand on your chest, a hand on your stomach, either or, both. Fill up your chest, empty out your stomach. For many years, I liked the visualization of filling up from the top down, starting with your chest, breathing in big, going in deep all the way to the dip bottom of your stomach. I would hold it, and then I'd let it out, and I'd visualize letting it out from the bottom first, and then going out and finally emptying out my lungs. What that did for me was also bring my attention to my body. This is a meditation hack. This is a way that you stop thinking about something outside of you and you start thinking about the way things work inside of you. Body awareness, body scanning is another way that people sort of get into meditative state, understanding different parts of their body and how they are feeling. These are so important because meditation is not just about your mind. Your mind and your body are completely connected. So, breathing in whatever way feels good for you is very important as a baseline for meditation. So, continue breathing. There's another way to breathe where you count and you give yourself a count. And I have experienced various different variations of this. There is where you breathe equal measure in, hold, and out. And we can practice that right now. Breathing in for 3, holding for 3, breathing out for 3. Again, give yourself, if it's 2, if it's 4, find that within yourself, what feels good. But it's that moment where you're holding and maybe really experiencing the exhale, where we start to shift away from how we breathe automatically day to day without conscious awareness and into a space we are suddenly very conscious and aware of our breathing and our body and our mind. So, one more time, breathing in for 3. And letting it go for 3. start to just notice how you're feeling. See where you're at with this right now. Are you feeling a little more relaxed? If you need a moment in the middle of stress and something that feels uncomfortable, use that. That is your tool. That is a breathing basic. Now we're going to try one slightly different where you inhale for 3, hold for 4, exhale for 5. You can vary this. I have inhaled for 2, hold for 7, exhale for 8. Whatever it is, you can explore what that difference feels like. But that progression of inhale, holding a little longer, exhaling a little longer, can create something a little different inside. So let's see how it feels. Breathing in. I think there is a lot there in playing with your exhale. This is something I am a long-standing insomniac with many, many sleeping issues. And I heard of a tool recently that someone shared where you breathe in for 2, hold for 7, exhale for 8. But the difference is that you visualize the number as you're counting, you visualize those numbers counting, and it has put me to sleep faster than a unisom recently. So feel free to try that, and we will include the link below so that you can learn more about that technique as well. But coming into this basic meditation, breathing connection with your body, this is a way for you to enter something different than where you are in your day, on your day-to-day. And that's the beauty of meditation, is that you can go and come back very easily, because we all need a break, but we don't all have time for a vacation. So using these breathing techniques can open something up. And what is inside you is incredibly important. Even if it's fear, even if it's anxiety, these things all can educate us more about what we need and want inside. We'll be learning more about meditation and practicing different ways to meditate. So stay with me, watch more videos. There is so much more here for you. Thank you for being here.